From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update. Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, hope you had a nice day so far. Hope you've had a nice weekend so far. And the weather's definitely helping. Definitely no complaints on that front. Pun intended, right? As we head through today, notice how really right now there's no cloud cover across the area. We're milding out, especially in the valley. We have those 60s starting to flirt back into the area, kind of creeping in some of the warmer spots. We're really not doing too bad for most of us across the area. Of course, in the higher elevations, might want to have a light coat. It's going to be pretty chilly out there, but really not a lot to talk about as we head through the rest of the day today and even into tomorrow, to be honest with you. I think we hold this really dry, kind of clear pattern as we head through the beginning of our work week and even into the middle portions of our work week as well. I really don't see any signs of, well, life, to be honest with you, in terms of the forecast as a whole or precipitation as we head over the next several days. I think that starts to come later in the week. We're talking as we head into Tuesday, Wednesday, that midweek time frame. We've been talking about that with the possibility of showers with the system off to our west. Looks a little more moisture starved as it heads inland, so we're not going to see a lot of rain. We're not going to see widespread rain, but we've been talking about this for the past couple days. That kind of time frame there as we head towards Wednesday and the system starts to inch eastwards into Thursday and Friday. That's kind of the time we're watching for the possibility of precipitation in the upper levels, with the snow levels being around 3,500 to 4,000 feet. And then in the lower levels, maybe some isolated showers, but I'll tell you what, I don't think it's going to be a huge deal. You see what I'm talking about there. It's really not a very robust system. It's really more of a clipper type system where it kind of gets this little ejected bit of it off here. You see it gets a little bit disconnected, kind of weak here. This cool air sticks around through the midweek, cools us off pretty notably. I think the real system here that gets us temperatures climbing back down will be in the end of the week and into next weekend there. You notice how we're kind of on the precipice here of this cooler air. That's going to be the bigger story in my opinion. I think we're going to have these big time cool downs with the temperatures as we head towards the end of the week and into next weekend. It's a little far out to say for certain, but I think we can say that with some reasonable amount of certainty because there has been some consistency with that. As for the waves off the coast, we're doing a little bit better than we were yesterday. That's for sure. We had some sneaker wave threats there, but I think the waves are starting to taper off just a little bit, and I think they will continue to do so, especially as we head into tomorrow as well. I mean, check it out. Just about as calm as you can get. Wave heights in the 3 to 5 foot range, especially as you head off to the coast, 10, 20, 30 nautical miles. You see 6 feet, 5 feet mixed in the match there, so not doing too bad there, not by any stretch of the imagination. As for today, though, here's what I was talking about. Those 60s getting mixed in through the valley there. Notice down there in Willows and Orville, you're talking 63, 62 degrees. Up here at Redding at 62 degrees, clear skies across the area. Then along the coast, we're holding steady in the upper 50s, near 60 there again. Notice in Trinidad down there in Garberville, 63 and 64. And then, of course, out up in eastern portions of Siskiyou County and Modoc County in the East Mountains, that's where we get back into the 40s, of course, as expected. If you lived here long enough, you know what to do there, right? Then as we head in the big picture, it looks like we're probably going to hold these cooler temperatures, especially as we head into the end of the week. All right, so speaking of big picture, let's see what we have, right? Here are those more mild conditions as we head over the next several days, pretty much dry and cool, especially as we head out towards Mount Shasta City and Alturas and Modoc County. You see those temperatures hovering in the lower 50s, probably some upper 40s, really for most of us. I think 50 is kind of the aspirational high, with those lows being absolutely frigid, of course, in the teens and lower 20s for the next several days. Notice there by the end of the week, though, you notice some flirting with some snow chances, especially in the upper elevations. In the valley, though, we hold these mild conditions for the next several days with dry weather in 60s sticking around. But as mentioned, towards the end of the week, that's what I'm watching there, is that cool down. Notice how we stay in the lower to mid 60s for the next few days. We cool down a good 10, 15 degrees as we're heading towards the end of the week with that system moving through. And as more model data has come in, as mentioned, it really just looks more moisture starved. I'm not seeing any huge rain chances. I think the story is starting to change more towards the temperatures cooling off towards the end of the week more so than any huge rain chances, at least in my opinion. If we take a look at the coast, where, as usual, the best rain chances are, you can see a very similar trend here, right? Towards the end of the week, that's where I think the best rain chances are. I think in this time frame here, it's just going to kind of be too much to ask for that system, to be honest with you. I don't see any huge rain chances there. And even still, these are light chances, not seeing any huge widespread rain event with that. But notice these temperatures staying fairly mild as we head over the next several days. I really don't think we have any issues for at least the next 3 or 4 days, to be quite honest with you. Staying in the 60s in the lower elevations across the area and upper 40s near 50 with sunny skies at least through Wednesday across much of the North State.